Hey, this is Brianne from mynameisbrianne.com. There was a question on Facebook recently about how to stop tracking your own hits to your website. Now, this is important when you're developing a landing page or a sales page. You want to be able to work on your page, make changes, try different headlines, try different text, that sort of thing, and track your conversion rate to see if the changes that you're making are improving things or making them worse. The challenge is that Google Analytics by default records every hit to your page. It's not really intelligent enough to know if you're just testing or if you're a customer that's coming to the page and then just leaving right away. So what I thought I'd do is just record a really quick video that shows you how I manage this using Google Analytics and WordPress on my own website. So we're just going to flip over to my own website. And the first thing that I want you to do is log into your Google Analytics account, and on the front page where it lists all of your accounts and stuff, you should see a UA code for your website. Now, if you've already set up analytics, you might recognize this code. Go ahead and grab it, just copy it, and hold on to that. We're going to use it later. So now I'm going to flip over to WordPress, and the plugin that I'm going to be using to walk us through this is called Google Analytics for WordPress, and you can see I've got the description for it highlighted in the middle. If you haven't already got this plugin installed, go ahead and install it. It's just a normal plugin install. If you search Google Analytics for WordPress, it'll come right up. And basically what this is this is just a really lightweight, easy plugin. It doesn't interfere, it doesn't add a whole lot of code bloat, it doesn't slow your site down, but it's great because it not only adds in your analytics code automatically to all your pages, it gives you additional flexibility to do things like stop tracking visits from people who are logged in, which is the behavior that we're looking for. So go ahead and grab that plugin and then head over to the settings page, which I have open in another tab here. So when you're on the settings page, again for the Google Analytics for WordPress configuration settings page, what you want to be looking at is getting this configured so that it's going to hook into your analytics account. Now, if you've already got analytics running on your site, maybe you've entered that UA code right into your theme, or maybe you have a different plugin, or maybe you've even gone into the code and added the tracking code manually, you're going to want to take that out and let this plugin handle that. So go and take out whatever you did before if you weren't using this plugin, and we'll let the plugin do all the heavy lifting for us. Now, how do you do that? Well, you remember that UA code we grabbed earlier from Analytics? That's going to go into this Analytics Profile UA code box. I always enter it manually using this checkbox. There is the option to have it grab it automatically, but I found that that's not necessarily always reliable for all hosting setups and all configurations of systems and whatnot and wherefore and all that fancy stuff. So if you just grab your UA code from the Analytics, paste it into this box, you'll be set up. Now, if you were to hit Update Google Analytics Settings, it's going to go and put your analytics code on all your pages of your website. Really, really simple. But what we don't want is what the default behavior is. We don't want it to just track everything, which is what it's going to do by putting that code on every page. What we want to tell this plugin to do is to include that tracking code for everyone except certain people. So the way that we do that is by looking at the advanced settings for this plugin. Now, you can just click the Show Advanced Settings box and a whole bunch of options will come up, most of which you can completely ignore, and you scroll down to the field that says Ignore Users. So what you want to do in this case is choose which users do you not want to have the analytics code added to your page for. In other words, which people should analytics not track? The option that I've selected here is the administrator option because I'm the only person, I'm the admin for my site, I do it all, that's my role, so I just log in and tell it to ignore me whenever I'm logged in as the admin. You may be running a multi-author blog, in which case you want to ignore all of the authors and everyone with higher permissions, so all of the authors and all the admins and all the editors. To do that, you would select author. If you just want to ignore anyone who's logged in, you don't want to track, if you're logged in, I don't want to know about it, then you would choose subscriber. Now, the catch with doing subscriber is to make sure that if you're running something like a membership site, that you're not using that option. Because, like I said, when you choose subscriber, it's going to ignore everyone that's logged in. So for most people, you're not actually going to want to use subscriber if you've got people logging in for comments or logging in because they're using a membership plugin or that sort of thing. You're always going to be safe to choose something like the contributor level or higher if that's the role that you have. By default, if you only have one account set up, by default the account that you would have set up with WordPress when you installed it or when it was installed for you is an admin account. So if you just want to ignore yourself and you know that you're the admin for the site, you can just choose the administrator role permission. And literally, that's it. You just hit update Google Analytics settings and all the work is going to be done for you. So everyone who is logged in as an administrator, if that's what you chose, is not going to be tracked through analytics. If you selected subscriber, then anyone who logs in, no matter what role or permissions they have, they're going to be ignored as well. I hope that was useful to you and it gives you some idea of how you can use a really lightweight plugin to manage your analytics and not have it track your behavior. If you run into problems or if you want more information, you can always get a hold of me through my website, mynamesbrianne.com. You can also drop me an email through me@mynamesbrianne.com. I look forward to hearing from you.